So I thank you on behalf of all the people of Bangladesh for joining us on this day of victory. I tried to explain to you how the circumstances led to the collapse of the previous government, that the leader of the previous government had to flee from the country. And there was a vacuum in the country. And finally it was resolved by creating a new government headed by me. So we have to honor the expectations of the sacrifices made by the young generation and their supporters from the people by giving their lives and getting wounded in thousands. The aim is to create, as you mentioned, new Bangladesh, departing from the terrible things that we have done to ourselves in the past. So that's our mission that we want to continue with. As you have heard, he was speaking about me, you realize that one has to be a really good friend to say all those nice words. He himself is a great diplomat, made a name for himself in the United Nations, pleading and working for the freedom of East Timor. He's a freedom fighter. And he continued to remain a fighter for his government and his country. He's a great writer. He very frequently writes op-eds in international newspapers.
ডাবল মিলিয়ন অফার ওয়ালটন ফ্রিজ কিনে পেতে পারেন 20 লক্ষ টাকা রয়েছে কোটি কোটি টাকার নিশ্চিত উপহার
Occasionally I joined him as a co-author of those op-eds. And he stands up for the rights of the people all around the world, not just Timor-Leste. So he's a very known person in the world. And I'm so happy to be a friend of his, and he being my friend. I can call him a friend. I was stunned when I heard that when he received the Nobel Peace Prize, he put all his money in Microcredit. So that was a very pleasant surprise for me that still our relationship was not that close at that time. When I heard that, it really amazed me. That shows something that he really loved to do, giving all his money, the prize money, into Microcredit. And since he became a foreign minister in the beginning, he was promoting Microcredit and invited me and my colleagues to come to East Timor to promote that. Even before I arrived, Helen Todd, a close friend of ours from Malaysia, she was invited to start a Microcredit program in East Timor. So when I arrived, I could go and visit them in Mosin Nasi and other areas of East Timor. So ever since he became a big fan of Microcredit and all the things that it stands for, particularly in his country, and promoting it internationally. And we can joint statements asking for rights for the people, our rights for the environment, and similar other issues. We have issued so many common statements together, bringing other people to sign in. And what surprised me, he was the one who jumped up to sign statements to protect me. And you remember many hundreds of people around the world who signed those statements again and again to protect me from the previous regime's anger against me. And he was always the first one to come up and say, I'm there, and put his name on those statements around the world. And that friendship continues. Today we can work together. So in many fields we explore. In Bangladesh and East Timor, history is intertwined, because the birth of East Timor is connected with Bangladesh. Very surprising for many people to hear that. Because because when East Timor was created, it was under the supervision of United Nations. And the first one to be the representative to oversee East Timor's transition was Sergio Melo, right? A Brazilian. And he was the head of the administration in East Timor, when the East Timorese is not given the responsibility to run the country yet. But he was transferred soon after he left for Iraq. If you remember, a shocking thing happened. He was killed in Iraq. The whole world was stunned by his death. The person who succeeded in East Timor was Amira Haq from Bangladesh. So Amira Haq was literally the head of the government in East Timor. And Bangladeshi Peace Corps, peacekeeping army, they were the ones who were running the country, along with many other international peacekeeping forces, to bring order and peace in the island. And because of the connection with Amira Haq and the Bangladeshi Peace Corps mission, the entire police force of East Timor was a Bangladeshi police force. So wherever you go, you see Bangladeshi police force. They are the people ensuring law and order in East Timor. And when I was visiting in 2004, I was invited by Amira Haq in her big palace, inviting everybody in East Timor. I saw how much respect she enjoyed from all the Timorese people and all the people under her. And she did a good job in running the country and winning the respect and love of the Timorese people. And I realized it when I was visiting the villages. The moment they knew that I'm from Bangladesh, they always admired, because some Bangladeshis are running the country. So I can see how much love and respect she enjoyed at that time. And still, many Bangladeshis work there. I don't know about the police force. Police force, probably it's now Timorese police force. But the fact that at the very birth, Bangladesh was very much part of Timorese history, East Timor's history. So you continue to have that relationship, that warm relationship that we created, to continue to do that. And East Timor will be part of ASEAN very soon. And His Excellency has assured us, as ASEAN member, he will try his best to make sure ASEAN supports us in the Rohingya issues, to restore Rohingyas back to Myanmar. So we discussed in details about how this can be achieved, how to make the international opinion go towards the repatriation of Rohingyas from Bangladesh back to Myanmar. It will be a strong support for us. Besides all the international forums, we look forward to get the support from East Timor. And His Excellency has expressed his support wherever it's needed. And we are so proud to have him with us. It's a wonderful occasion to be here today, to see him. And I hope this will not be the last. He has already visited twice Bangladesh.
This is third time.
Third time. This is the third time, yes. This is the third time he has visited. So I hope there will be many more times to come and visit, and our relationship continue to grow. And we signed some agreements, but beyond the agreements, we also make sure that our relationship on trade, on investments continue and expand. Excellency has invited all our investors in Bangladesh to come and invest in East Timor, and we'll be very happy to encourage to build the relationship which started with the birth of East Timor, continue to be bigger with the support from His Excellency's office and the people of East Timor to make it bigger and bigger. Even when I was visiting first time in 2004, I saw many Bangladeshi products in the villages, not in the city. City is there. Many Bangladeshi products, they're everyday products. They see it as their own. They say something, chairs, tables, brand goods, plastic chairs and all that, lots of things. So make me happy that yes, our business people coming to East Timor and see the vacuum there and helping people, and people enjoyed those products that they were having. So we are inviting East Timor to widen that, not only selling products, also producing products in East Timor, have a bigger market around the East Timor. So we'll be looking forward to that. But with these words, we again thank Your Excellency for being here with us today and make the whole nation happy for your presence. Thank you.
Honorable President of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste, His Excellency Dr. José Ramos-Horta, Honorable Chief Advisor, Government of the People's Republic of Bangladesh, His Excellency Professor Muhammad Yunus. Thank you very much for your kind statements. With this, we are now opening the floor for questions. We can take a maximum number of 2 questions.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Shamsul Alam from Bangladesh Television. His Excellency, Mr. Professor Muhammad Yunus, Chief Advisor of Interim Government of Bangladesh. My question, Bangladesh and Timor-Leste today entered new phase of bilateral relationship. How both countries can be benefited from their mutual cooperation? Thank you.
Yeah, I just mentioned that there's a lot of things to achieve. First, on the international front, we are very close friends, both countries, and with the leadership of His Excellency, also makes it a stronger relationship. So on all international fronts, we'll work together. Particularly, East Timor can be very helpful for us to play a role, mediating role between Myanmar and Bangladesh to repatriate all the Rohingyas from Bangladesh back to Myanmar. So, and they are very close. They know each other very well, the leadership of Myanmar and His Excellency. So, and also he is known as a great diplomat in the international circuit. So I hope we are looking forward to take advantage of that skill together with the friendship that he has for all countries, Myanmar and Bangladesh and his own, to make a peaceful solution to the problem in the Rohingya things. Also, economically we can benefit because they are inviting us to invest, and it's a great opportunity. The resources East Timor has is totally endless, from oil to the greeneries, the forestries. Wherever you go, it's a beautiful forest. It's a wonderful occasion to do that, and education, many other things that we can do. Technology for people in the remote places, which we have done in Bangladesh. We can bring it to East Timor for doing that. And they'll be very happy, and that's what His Excellency was explaining in inviting us to come. So our relationship grows stronger as we visit each other and see the opportunities for each other in both countries and continue to achieve those things. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I am SM Rashidul Islam, working at National News Agency, Bangladesh Sangbad সংস্থা. His Excellency Timor-Leste President José Ramos-Horta. My question is, both of you are Nobel Peace Laureate. What is your message for global peace in the present context?